Hello, hello. Welcome back to another edition of Afternoon Drive here on a Tuesday afternoon in Newburyport. It is a bright, sunshiny afternoon right now, but apparently, according to this little radar thing I'm looking at right now, that is about to change. More on that in just a moment. Hello again. My name is Drew Moholland, and thank you again for starting your afternoon with us. Appreciate it very, very much. Got a couple guests coming into the studio today. Very excited to have Molly Rose Kearney and Hannah Schilling, both a couple great Newburyport Clipper athletes, lacrosse, cross country there in the house. So we'll talk to them in just a couple minutes. But first, I did want to just give you a heads up for those of you listening and watching in real time. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect right now until 9 o'clock. So 9 p.m. tonight. Severe thunderstorm watch. See, I got the whole map right there. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. That is Massachusetts in the yellow. That is Boston in the middle. That is you above it, Newburyport. So a severe thunderstorm watch right now. Be careful. I guess this is going to bring hail and lightning to some parts. There was even, I think they were saying mostly for central and western Mass, but you never know with these things. They move very quickly, but they were even talking about potential tornado warnings. So I know if you went through the local sports docket today, all the afternoon baseball games and tennis games, pretty much all throughout the Cape Ann League, were canceled. It's one of those unique things where you see all these games canceled while it is a nice-looking sunny day out, which we have right now. But like I said, I think this is going to change pretty drastically by the time this show ends. I don't know. Maybe the sun will be gone and maybe it will be kind of ugly out there. So we'll keep an eye on it for you. Again, a severe thunderstorm watch in effect right now for Newburyport. And, you know, for those of you who watch this on tape, don't be scared. Keep in mind, this is a Tuesday afternoon show. I know we play this show back throughout the week, so I don't want to freak anybody out. But Tuesday until 9 p.m., severe thunderstorm watch here for the Newburyport area. So be careful out there a little later on as the afternoon progresses. Big news in the baseball world, I just heard. Literally within the past hour, Robinson Cano, remember that guy? The old New York Yankees second baseman. Great player. I think an 8-time All-Star, if I remember correctly. Robinson Cano just tested positive for or violated the drug policy for Major League Baseball and will be suspended for 80 games, 80. I was reading somewhere that's going to end up costing him, I think a cool $11 million or something. Not that will be devastating to him, but you would think that nobody would enjoy losing $11 million. Robinson Cano apparently testing positive for one of those things that flushes out the system and kind of is supposed to hide drug tests. So if, for instance, you're taking steroids and you take this enhancement or whatever this thing is that to flush out the system, then apparently you're not supposed to test positive for these drug tests. And that was the deal. So I guess he did that and tested positive for one of these things. He released a statement saying he didn't know he was taking it. He did it through his Dominican Republic doctor, that sort of thing. But long story short, Robinson Cano appears to have screwed up and will be suspended for 80 games. So the Seattle Mariners now, who Robinson Cano plays for, lose their star player, the man that they market the team around, the man that they helps them sell a lot of tickets, the man that they put a big investment in. 80-game suspension, so pretty crazy there. We haven't had a big name like that in Major League Baseball get suspended for a long time. We've had some of the Barry Bonds things, the Sammy Sosas back in the day, but it's been a while since a real star. I'm trying to think back who the last one might have been, but Robinson Cano is certainly the biggest star in a long time. So very interesting. Robinson Cano, an 80-game suspension this afternoon. That news just coming across a little while ago. So that's the big news in the sports world. And of course, the Boston Celtics tonight. LeBron James in the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics at the Garden. Celtics crushed the Cavs in Game 1. Game 2 is tonight. It will be very interesting because LeBron, you just know you're going to get a better effort than Game 1. I saw a video of LeBron James this morning, folks. He was at the Boston Garden on the parquet at 11 a.m. this morning, working out, getting his shots in, had the earbuds in, and was just putting in a workout, working on his game. So that tells you how important this game is to the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James tonight. That tip-off is a late one. Oh, they kill me. I get early hours. It is very tough to stay up, but that tip-off is at 8:30 tonight. Game 2, Celtics and Cavaliers. Red Sox also in action tonight at Fenway, although I guess that would probably be weather permitting. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm watch in much of Massachusetts, including Boston and including Newburyport right now as we speak. So that's the deal here from Newburyport. We're going to get to to our two guests here, Molly Rose Kearney and Hannah Schilling. After this, we're going to take our first break, and then we'll jump into that. Very excited to get into this. These two great Newburyport Clipper athletes, so that should be good. Looking forward to that. Again, thank you for starting the Tuesday afternoon with us. Don't forget, you can follow us at JOPPA, JOPPA, at JOPPA Afternoons on Twitter, at JOPPA Afternoons. Feel free to shoot any questions our way for any of our guests. I will look at it. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll ask the questions here in real time. Again, my name is Drew Moholland. This is Afternoon Drive on JOPPA Radio. We'll be right back with two great guests. Keep it here. All right, welcome on back to Afternoon Drive here on JOPPA Radio. My name is Drew Moholland, and thank you for starting your Tuesday afternoon off with us. Our two guests actually just walked in, and they said they can feel the weather changing a little bit. Molly Rose Kearney is here, and Hannah Schilling, two Newburyport Clippers, great lacrosse players. They both play track. I guess they do the same things. How are you, girls? Good to have you. I will ask you as we go. When you talk, just grab that microphone and make it your own and talk right into it. So this thing moves, and you can't break anything. So things I could have told you during the commercial that I decided to tell you actually on the radio. So how are we doing? Good. Good to meet you. And I met your sister before, yes. Molly, Olivia, right?
Yes.
Way back in the day, but nice to have you on board. So right now, lacrosse season, and you girls get the break of missing practice because of the weather here. Is that right?
Oh yeah, day off.
They seem very happy about that. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I like practice, but it's good to have a day off.
Yeah, we've been going hard for a while, so getting a day off every once in a while is really fine with us.
Yeah, and Hannah, I think you girls probably deserve it. You're really good always, like the lacrosse team. How is the lacrosse team very great year after year?
I think it has to do with our coaches.
Oh, Molly's taking that one? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
I think it has to do with our coaches. We have a really good coaching staff. A lot of them. One of them went to Maryland, Fairfield, and our head coach went to Georgetown. So.
You can name drop who are the coaches?
Bridget Lane is our assistant, but she's also GV.
Yeah.
And then we have Meredith.
Yep.
I'm not sure her last name.
Meredith Tierney.
Okay.
She played at Maryland.
She's our defensive coach, and she's made a huge impact.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
And the head coaches?
Catherine Batchelder.
There you go. All right.
So.
For everybody who does not know, so you're very good, and it seems to be a great season going so far. We're getting Friday is the end of the school year for the seniors. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I asked them that off the air, folks, and they were very big smiles, very excited. I'm sure. Is this a weird time of year to be? I always ask the seniors this because it's you're looking ahead to college and summer and all that stuff or whatever you're going to do. But you also have this unfinished business of lacrosse season, kind of a weird time of year, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be
busy.
interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting getting out of school and then doing our own thing and then coming right back to and getting our heads together to play a game or practice.
Yeah, sports while the summer vacation starts. Very strange. Mm-hmm. And then for you, in your case, tournament play too, which I know you all look forward to. You both have experience in that, I believe, right?
Yes.
So, ready for another run this year or what?
Oh yeah,
we're so ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, senior year, it's always exciting, and it seems like you have a team to maybe do something. Do you feel that way too?
Oh yeah,
we've been talking about this tournament for the past since we lost last season. So
yeah, you kind of lost in dramatic fashion too, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Can you remind me? I know that's a little painful.
No,
but
I can handle it. I think. So,
time has healed this a little bit.
We went the season last year winning 20 straight games, and went into the state semifinals to play Cohasset, which is an extremely strong team, and we hadn't lost by I think less than 5 for almost the entire season, and then we ended up losing by 7 to them, which was just a lot to take in at once.
Cohasset.
Yeah.
All right. Are they good again?
Oh yeah, they have 2 sisters.
I think one of them graduated though,
Nope,
but
she's a senior.
Oh boy. So we still got the 2 sisters.
So the scouting report there, Molly, has not exactly been done yet. I see.
But also, I don't know. I think we work as a team well, so.
We're ready for him. We know what to expect now. We know how to adjust to it and how to be ready.
So you two seem like very much leaders. I mean, I guess by nature, seniors tend to be leaders on these teams anyway, but anything you see with this Newburyport team that is different, something maybe you learned from last year or that might make the difference, or do you just have to play better in the final tournament game?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of other teams just kind of have a couple players that are good, but we don't have just like one player that's good. Like we work as a team. Like we all, put in the work. So it's not just like one or two people. It's just it's all of us. So
you girls are the Boston Celtics of the.
we can say that.
Very good. And like, is this group any young kids that surprised even you as seniors that have really jumped in and kind of?
I don't know who hasn't surprised us really.
We have a freshman, Sam King. She's really stepped it up. She's a little nervous at first, which is normal, but
keep going. No, it's fine. You're good.
She's been stepping it up. So
I dropped my paperwork.
Yeah, we have a much older team. We have 10 seniors, so half of our team is made up of returning seniors, which is huge.
10 seniors, wow.
Yeah, which is making a huge difference for us because we all have either 3 or 4 years of experience on this team and playing together. And then we have, I think, 5 incoming freshmen, and they're all getting time to touch the field, which is huge too because in the next few years they'll have
leaving the program in decent shape.
Yeah, that's our goal.
10 seniors. You all must be incredibly close. I remember every team I was on that ever had like a lot of seniors. Like you spend so much time together. Yeah. I mean, you two do track together too. You must be completely sick of each other.
Yeah, cross country, track.
Yeah, we cover all the bases.
Hang out every day.
Yeah. So do you ever get sick of each other, literally?
Actually, no.
Surprisingly not.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You both seem very nice, but you never know. Again, we're joined by Hannah Schilling and Molly Rose Kearney here on Afternoon Drive. Before it gets kind of stormy out there, it's nice at the moment. Kind of weird to have your practice canceled while it's like 80 and sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a unique experience, isn't it?
It really is.
And no practice at all today, right? You're done?
Nope. We get the day off.
No.
Yeah.
And like we said, you probably earned the day off. What's the record right now?
We are 14-0, I believe. 15-0.
15-0. A very quick correction. 15-0.
Well, it's like 15.5-0. We had one game that
interesting.
We were forced to end early due to a referee injury.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
So collided together and
so.
Wait, the refs collided together?
One of the refs and one of the girl just
during halftime too. There was no play going on.
What?
Yeah, they just like backed to each other and he started bleeding and
she started bleeding.
It was like bad. I didn't see it, but
me either. But
interesting. You can't take those referees anywhere, can you? Well, that's cool. And you girls play on the nice, beautiful field over there, right? The
love that field.
I'm glad we got that.
You are. Does everybody love it, or like? Because I can imagine like maybe soccer players not loving it because like slide tackles and stuff.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, I haven't. The only thing that it's different turf. It's sand turf, not the classic bouncy rubber turf.
Stuff where like the literally pops up when you run or whatever.
So when you fall, it definitely isn't the best feeling, but it's kind of like what you're getting yourself into. Everyone kind of gets used to it.
Is it faster on the turf? Like does the ball skip away faster? I would guess. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
We never had turf fields when I'm not that old, but when we were playing, we never had the turf fields. It's crazy. Like every school has them now, or pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
Our freshman year, we had a dust bowl.
Oh yeah, it was that bad.
Yeah, it was a mess. But
really?
So getting the turf field was huge.
How many games do you actually play on grass?
It kind of depends. Like some days we have a home.
We've had 3 this year so far, but.
So you had 3 road games and they had grass fields. Interesting.
Not bad, though,
it's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
All the turf fields.
It's a weird adjustment.
I bet. It looks beautiful. Yeah, but is bounce higher or just faster?
Just
all the above.
Just higher, faster, and you have no idea where it's going.
So it's a quicker game. No idea where it's going. Yeah. That doesn't seem good.
No.
It's in the air.
Yeah.
Unless it's in the air.
Keep it up.
All right. Who's the goaltender this year for the girls?
Molly Liberty.
Molly Liberty. Yes. All right.
She's a huge help.
She's going to tough. So.
Do you guys ever take it easy on her, like in practice? I have a young cousin who's in a freshman in high school, and he's playing freshman lacrosse goalie, and he's like not really that athletic, but he decided to I'll try out for goalie. And I was like, what are you doing? It's very physical. It seems like it hurts the lacrosse ball.
She's always a little banged up, but she takes it like a champ, and it makes us better to shoot on her as best we can, and makes her way better too. So
do you ever feel bad if you hit her in the?
Oh, every.
I can't imagine getting hit in places where she
every single time. Well, shoot.
There's not much equipment.
No,
I know. Yeah, and she doesn't like to wear all the pads that you're supposed to.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we need to talk with her about that, I think.
Yeah.
Again, Molly Rose Kearney and Hannah Schilling, left to right, Hannah and Molly. See, I wrote it down before they sat down, which I haven't screwed it up yet, but I'm going to. I can almost predict it. As we so like late in the school year here, you girls both set. Are you doing college or?
I'm doing a PG year at New Hampton.
Okay.
So it's basically just pretty my senior year at
A lot of people do that. Okay.
Yeah.
And you?
And I'm going to Endicott.
Endicott. My sister works at Endicott.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I'll see her there.
I will tell her to find you.
Yeah. No.
Well, that's cool. Beautiful, Beverly.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm from
really
Danvers.
excited.
I'm right next door, so it's an
Yeah.
excellent spot. That's exciting. Is this like crazy times for you, or is it kind of like the calm after the storm a little bit? You feel a little better that you've picked what you're going to do, and
Yeah, a little bit. But summer will be busy, working a lot.
Yeah.
it goes fast too, right? Yeah. How fast does senior year go by?
So
So
fast.
Yeah.
People aren't
Like
kidding when they
weirdly
say that.
So you didn't have the benefit. I told people at the beginning of your school year to go to take it, try to slow down because all the I get a lot of seniors on here, and it flies by. So I hadn't had time to warn you. So,
Yeah.
but it does fly by, and especially when you're multi-sport athletes, you're busy all the time, and before you know it, have we done the prom season and everything? Or
That's coming up.
That's good.
We're on our way.
I'm a
May
little out of the loop, but when is it?
May 31st.
So another
senior
distraction.
Yeah.
Are your coaches like consistently yelling at you, like stay focused?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
She gives us.
You're 15-0, so
She does kind of preach it a little bit, especially around this time of year, just because it kind of gets a lot. You have a lot going on, a lot to focus on, but
it's also our choice. Like, as a team, we all want it. So we know if one person mess ups, then, like,
yeah.
yeah.
kind of the whole team. So we all got to stick together and
Don't want to
Yeah.
let anybody
not
down.
mess up.
Yep, that can happen. It
Yeah.
certainly can. How about, do you guys feel like a great, I mean, when you're 15-0, I'm sure you get all sorts of support, and it gets more as you get closer to the tournament. Do you feel that throughout the corridors? And
And honestly, it's
I know it's a tough sport to root for.
Our school,
dependent on the.
kind of not hates
No.
us, but they're like,
us.
oh, you won again? Like, we're like, yeah.
Oh, you're boring them.
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess. But
Yeah. We don't really get much of a fan section anymore. People are like, ugh, now what? Like, who is it this time? So,
Tell me when Cohasset comes around. Is
yeah.
that-
yeah.
Those are the games that
Those are the
people
games
get.
yeah.
It's kind of it's more people like joke about it, but
Yeah.
as like a school, we all want each other to like win games and hope for the best.
Do you girls ever tempted to go like play the boys at practice, or
Oh, we used to joke about it all the time.
I think we could. I think we could
I think
beat
we'd
them.
take
still want them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. What they're having not as great of a year, obviously. It's
Yeah,
kinda-
they have some young kids.
Yeah.
They
They have a
lost a lot
really
of
young
seniors,
team.
but I think they're pretty good. They got a new coach, so
Yep.
I mean,
And I think with their really young team, it may take like a year or two to kind of get them adjusted. But
just like us.
yeah,
We came out young.
but once
Yeah.
they're all into it, I think they're gonna have a really impressive season.
Yeah, when you talk about 10 seniors, which you girls have right now, was it pretty much, did you have like this 10 is
Yeah,
maybe
that
not
was our
as-
starting for our freshman.
We have-
For
year.
freshmen, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We had 8 starting freshmen, or not starting freshmen, but 8 freshmen.
And then my sister, and then that was like it.
That's
Yeah.
your sister Olivia,
And
yeah.
then we
Who
all
was,
kind of-
did she wasn't the goalie, right? She was a
No,
forward.
she was a captain in midfield.
Captain midfield. Okay,
Yeah.
I remember interviewing her back in the day, but
Yeah.
I couldn't quite remember. I did remember the last name. That was good of me.
Yeah.
I thought I had already interviewed you before, but anyways, that's interesting. Not the best memory apparently, but so it's getting. Is there any like things you need to avoid as far as like like a team like Cohasset is probably standing there again, like being careful not to overlook those first round games or something like that's probably going to be the message, like because that's probably your worst nightmare if I had to guess is going
my gosh.
undefeated and like a first round I don't mean to drain you, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
no, it's on all of our minds.
Yeah. I mean, I think we got to take it day by day. Like North Champs is next, and then play them hopefully.
good job with
Yeah.
the microphone assist, that's very good.
I'm on it. I got you.
Listen, I was going to do that myself. I don't have to do anything here today. This is great. Again, Hannah Schilling and Molly Rose Kearney. So is the cross-country track thing that you both do track together, as I mentioned at the beginning as well, is that just like to stay in shape for lacrosse season, or what? Or are you guys like star track athletes too? Because I'm not sure about
That's
the
all
answer.
her.
You're the star track athlete?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm pretty good, but
Do we pronounce the middle? Is it Molly Rose
It's Molly
Kearney?
Rose Kearney, yeah.
You like the, okay,
yeah,
the whole
it
name,
doesn't-
gotcha.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
See, I opened up the window. That's why the paperwork's boring. I don't need it anymore. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I run cross country, and then I did indoor track, just to stay in shape,
Yeah.
get ready for lacrosse. So
Yeah. Is lacrosse the big sport for the two of you?
Yeah, for sure.
We've been playing together since we were really little. So
What is really little with lacrosse? Because it like exploded when I was in high school. Like it felt like it anyway. It wasn't that big when I was growing
I
up.
started when I was like 5.
okay.
You started way young. I mean, like, I think the first team that they had was, thanks, dude. was in like the first real team for girls was around when I was in 4th grade, and that's when I started.
Yeah.
And then that's been major because the first team that was created, we've all been together forever, so we know how we play with each other, like what are the strengths we have. Like, it's really important to have.
Yeah.
I was looking on the Twitter too, and I happened to just type in your names, and I was seeing like I think you had a hat trick recently.
No, easily.
And I think you have like several. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's all accurate.
Yeah.
It's every time I look, there's like your names pop up in this thing. So you both score a lot. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's our job.
Good. Yeah. What's like been the toughest moment for this particular group this year? Like, have there been any things to overcome? It feels, when you say 15-0, it feels like it's coming pretty easy to you, but there's got to be something in there, right?
I think. Thank you. Well, we played a pretty tough team, Lincoln Sudbury.
Yeah, that was
a week ago. So that was really hard because they were D1, we are D2, so they're a much bigger school, and we kind of went into it like, I don't know, guys, let's give it our all, and then we got it, and then we were like, wow, we just did that. So
yeah, that was the one going into the season, looking at our schedule, we were really, really worried about, and we were kind of, I know the team was, we never would flat out say it, but we were all wondering how we were going to do it, and if we did, we were like, just hang on, like if we lose, like, let's try to like close the gap as much as possible. And then we were like, okay, we're winning. Now what? And so that was like, I didn't think we were going to win.
Did you ever give up the lead?
Oh, yeah. The first, minute, they scored 2 goals automatically.
Okay, so you're probably like, that's a rough start.
I was like, oh, gosh.
Yeah, it was like 5-4 at first half. Yeah. I mean, 5-3.
Yeah,
and we were like, all right, we got to step it up, guys.
And that was the halftime speech? Or
our coaches...
You're behind it. There you go.
Thank you. Our coaches gave us a really good speech. They're really good about that, being positive. So
hype us up real quick when we need it.
It was positive. It wasn't...
It was never.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
We never talk negative of anything.
Never.
I mean, we definitely focus on some things that we might need to fix.
But coach is really big about positivity and like at practice, always cheering for each other.
That's good.
I think that's why.
Well, it must be a pleasant environment then.
Yeah, unless she gets mad.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
There's a little yelling, but if we can handle it.
What is her pet peeve? Is it showing up late? Is it?
I mean that too.
We kind of avoid that at all costs. We know that one.
But it's like we know the plays, so it's like we sometimes take a little longer to get in the plays, and we shouldn't. We got to get right into it because we know it. So
it's just when we start playing like a team that we know we aren't. So if we start playing down a level, or if we're just not playing to like our full speed, that she kind of gets a little upset. But the second she
thinks you might take a day off.
Yeah. She thinks the second she notices it, she tells us, and we get it together.
We fix it.
We get it together real quick. No questions asked.
Snap right out of it.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Well, let's do this. We're flying here, so I have to be careful. Make sure we take our first little break here. We'll be right back. We'll do more with Hannah Schilling and Molly Rose Kearney. We're talking lacrosse, cross country, senior year, college, all that stuff. A lot to talk about with these two. Keep it here. My name is Drew Moholland. We'll be right back. This is Afternoon Drive on WJOP Radio. Welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on WJOP Radio. My name is Drew Moholland, and a happy Tuesday afternoon to you out there. As predicted here by the weather folks, it is now cloudy outside. I think it's about to get a little bit stormy out there. We're joined by Molly Rose Kearney and Hannah Schilling. You two were just telling me practice is obviously canceled because of this little storm and thunderstorm watch that we're under in Newburyport on this Tuesday afternoon, but you two were saying that you don't really know what to do with yourselves with practice being canceled. You threw around the beach, you threw around senior activities, but you ended up here, I guess. So thank you for that. Yeah. But yeah, kind of weird, right? Weird day.
Very weird. Yeah.
Might take a nap. It's not often that we get days off, but when we do, we kind of make the most of it, rest up a little bit.
Do radio interviews. Yeah, it's all good.
All the above.
So we were just talking, and actually I wanted to bring this up because you were saying that senior year you tend to push the everybody's kind of getting in just on time, 7:30 this time of year. I think that's part of what they call the senior slide. Is that, I can say that. You can just agree with it. Yeah. But 7:30. Come on, it's late.
That is pretty early.
That one hurts. The alarm is getting earlier and earlier.
My grandfather used to say the day is half over at that point.
Oh, wow.
Your grandfather's waking up a little
That's when it starts.
Yeah, he was a little crazy. Uphill both ways, walking to school and stuff and all that. But there is actually a lot of talk about the later school time. I take it you're both on
Just
board
when we
for
miss
that.
It, it starts at.
I don't think it's actually going to happen though, right?
No.
I don't know. I've heard talk about it.
Really?
I think it's one of those things that has to kind of be enforced for almost all of the Cal because
of sports and everything.
Sports,
yeah.
You need to, and especially in the fall and winter seasons.
When it gets dark
sports,
early.
Yeah. You have practices outside, especially for football, soccer, all of that.
Yeah.
You just can't practice.
So the school day is what, 7:30 to
2:21.
2:21.
Yeah.
Why have they always done that? They've been doing that like my whole life. Why is it 2:21 and not 2:20?
They're like the 4-minute. We've got 4-minute breaks between classes, and it just somehow all adds 73-minute classes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also very long.
Don't ever leave at 2:20. It has to be 2:21.
Yeah, you open that door 1 minute early.
So the senior slide or whatever we're calling it, which is not, you're not doing that, of course.
Oh no.
But there is a lot going on senior year though, right?
Yeah.
How much of a balancing act is it really? Like you two seem to have good heads on your shoulders, so I'm sure you handle it well. But it can be a lot, right?
Yeah.
As of right now, it's okay because we kind of are phasing out of school, so the homework load is kind of
and applying applications.
Phasing out of school, I like that. That's good. I take it the teachers don't use that term.
No, they don't.
I like that. We're gonna Hannah Schilling quote.
Phasing out. Yeah.
All right, so that's good. So is everybody kind of like that though? Now you kind of go in. There's not too much. Nothing really counts anymore for the colleges and all that, right?
I mean, it counts for graduation, but
yeah.
You know.
As long as you don't.
As long as you don't mess up or get.
Just avoid the Fs. And
Yes.
you'll be okay.
That's what I mean. Just
But we have to get above 85s, or else you're taking finals.
Yeah. So worst case scenario, you take a final, but for the most part, and absences, that's another huge thing. You can have 5 or less.
Gotcha.
And if you have more than that, you have to take the final automatically. So.
And you don't want to take the final.
No.
You really don't. You really want to avoid that.
That's the week off that you have that you want to be spending time with friends.
Yep.
May as well avoid it.
There you go. So keep working towards that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And then let's get back to the lacrosse thing for a second, because I know it's front and center on your minds. A day like today, when you obviously you two are together. I was going to say, does most of your team get some time apart and go do something else?
We all hang out all the time.
Yeah, we're a really close knit team.
Yeah.
So it's like half the team at the beach right now, trying to soak up the sun.
I think some of them.
Are they really? I was actually kidding, but that's
I actually think they are.
I got a text from a few girls on the team asking about it.
There is literally a thunderstorm warning out there right now.
I'm sure they're all packing stuff
Us
up.
girls like to get.
We're working on it's prom season.
It's above 5 UV8 rate. I am out there.
Yeah.
I am not ashamed to say I'm not even exactly sure what that means, but
It's good tanning weather. Above a 5.
I got that. Very good. I'm glad we've crossed this bridge. Well, very good. Maybe they can come inside now. The sun's gone. There's no.
We'll be wrapping it up.
They should come inside. They got a good 40 minutes at the beach. This is fantastic. But congratulations. That's how you spend an off day, I guess.
Yeah.
So the teams that are all close like this, every single one of them I've ever talked to always talks about having one of the big memories is the pasta parties and stuff. Do you do that?
Yeah. Our pasta.
What? No pasta parties?
No, our pasta, they're just hilarious.
Oh, okay.
They're
I actually thought you said no. I was going to be
definitely learn
shocked.
new things about people.
Yeah, it's a bonding experience.
Oh, for
time.
instance?
I don't know. Just everything.
Yeah, you just
literally everything.
You just
talk about everything.
Especially with a lot younger freshmen who are kind
it's
of
funny to joke with them.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's just interesting to see them adjust to all of us.
And their
That has to be
gossip.
hard on a freshman. 10 seniors.
I remember that.
I know.
We only had one senior.
They were
Yeah.
really scared of us until we actually started to be you
Yeah.
don't need to be afraid of us. We're not scary.
Yeah. We're not
Most of the time, anyway.
Yeah.
When you're all together, that can be intimidating. 10 seniors, and
Yeah.
how many freshmen are there exactly?
I think 5.
How many people are on a lacrosse team?
We have 19, I want to say.
Yeah.
So most.
Something like 20 people to a pasta party. That's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Poor mums and dads cooking.
Yeah, a lot of Giuseppe's catering. We love that.
Oh, that's probably the way to do it, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't
every time.
You don't need to bake stuff. Just go out and buy stuff.
Yeah, we try to limit it to one a week, just because.
So many of you, yeah.
3 games a week, 3 pasta parties a week, kind of seems a little excessive.
You couldn't even say every win with you girls. It'd be every game. It's brutally tough.
Yeah.
Who has the? I think you can name drop the parent. Who has the? Who throws the best pasta party?
I don't know. Mine's coming up soon, so.
Yours is coming up soon.
Yeah, so Hannah's was fun. She is.
I try.
What made Hannah's so great?
There's some good mac and cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
There's some good food. She has dogs.
Yep.
Dogs.
I knew that was coming.
Her dogs are cute.
Lynn Cody's, Mrs. Cody's was really, really good.
They're all good. There's all good food, and I love all the moms.
You can't mess up.
It's a very mature answer from the seniors.
Yeah. As long as there's food, I'm there.
And what's the practice schedule? 2 hours every day if you're not playing a game?
Yeah.
During Monday through Friday? Do you get weekends off?
Depending on, her goal is to give us the weekends off. If we have a Monday game, she kind of.
Or like a big game, we'll have Saturdays or
have
Sundays.
Either one, but
Gotcha.
I mean, you have to have at least one day off a week, but we normally get 2, or if we have a game, but.
That's good.
Yeah.
I would think you'll take the 2 days. You need a beach day here.
Yeah, I know.
Not this winter though. Did you had to stay in the gym for like the whole first part of the season, right? Like practice wise.
It was brutal, but then we finally got a plow too.
Yeah.
You got a plow.
And we got a plow early enough where we were out there much earlier than we're used to.
Yeah.
When you say like you got a plow, did like that school hire a plow, or did you like
fundraise?
We had to fundraise.
You fundraised, really? Wow, that's cool.
Well, we sold like Clipper gold cards, so we had like money left over. So I think some of it went to.
I was picturing you like running down a plow, asking please.
Hey. No, we really needed it.
Yeah, it was.
She like made us go out there and try to shovel it, but it did not work.
There was a lot of snow this winter.
Yeah.
And how tough is that? You're in the gym, just throwing balls against the wall. You think the turf moves fast? Never mind off the gym walls, right?
It's duck and cover every 5 seconds.
Do you have like the real lacrosse balls?
Depends on the drill.
We're not allowed. Yeah, we're not allowed to, but we still do.
Sometimes.
Because we have glass, so like near the windows are glass. So
we have dud balls that don't bounce as much, which are nice, and then.
But they hurt more.
Yeah,
because they're a little harder.
Oh, your poor goaltender again.
Yes.
Molly, right?
So bad.
Poor Molly. You should have brought Molly
her a couple
over.
Times.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Actually, more than a couple.
Has she ever gotten angry, like in practice? If you like.
Yeah.
I mean, not about us hitting her necessarily.
I mean, I would get angry too.
Not like personally angry, but no. Come on.
No, she'll be like, ah, or like
she used to take occasionally she'll have to take like a walk.
What was that again? That's good for the camera.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Which is normal.
Yeah, I would be
crying.
There would be none of that for me.
I gotta go home.
I'm sure Molly will appreciate this conversation. This is good. I can never get over the lacrosse goaltender thing. It's mind-boggling to me. And so she makes you girls better, though. You said that earlier.
Oh yeah.
And is that why you seem to be scoring at will this season?
Yeah. I mean, we do a lot of drills where we have stick skills and like making sure that we shoot low, shoot high, and like fakes in there. But yeah, Molly has to do with a lot of it.
Yeah. Now I think Molly, your scouting didn't seem to be great on Cohasset so far for the season. Like when you go into a game, do you like know the goaltender's strengths and weaknesses usually, or?
Not really. We watch film, so we know like the players, but the goalie's kind of.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Take your shot and hope it goes in.
Shoot and hope it goes in.
Yeah. I guess. How about you? Same deal, or?
I sometimes
Look out, Hannah.
I watch them during warm-ups, and that's about as far as I get, and then our goalie's huge with that too because she has so many connections that she will tell us. I always go up to her before games. I'm like, where should I be going with this?
Oh, really? She'll help you offensively?
She's like, she's really good high. Just fake high, shoot low, and
it's a big part because if they're a lefty, you want to shoot like opposite side of them, and then.
I didn't even think about that. Who would know more about a goalie's weakness than?
The goalie.
And we have a goalie coach. So
yeah.
Cindy.
Awesome. I love Cindy. Cindy.
She went to UMass.
What is her name?
I don't know. I love her.
Yeah, she's amazing. She is so helpful with both defense and
just like advice, just life advice too. Like I'll talk to her about not even like
everything,
literally everything.
Really?
I don't know what to say.
That's kind of a cool coaching staff. That's always fun when you can kind of get that kind of relationship going.
Yeah.
I still talk to some of my high school coaches. One of them, really, but it's a cool thing to have.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll do that later in life?
Oh yeah.
I'll stay in touch with all
Cindy's
of them.
like, I so hope not.
It's like these two.
Well, that's good. It seems like it's a very close group. Obviously, you girls are having fun. As far as the tournament goes, that pressure of playing in a tournament game, like there's really nothing like it, right? It's like a good pressure. It's what you do it for, but
I work better under pressure, so
that makes one of us.
like
so you can take that final then.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up like my parents were always, pushed me and like was strict about stuff like that, so I kind of adjusted to it fast.
Yeah. And you would rather you like the 15-0 games better?
I mean, I love the close games just because it's kind of fun to get that competition and like really get ready for that game, like our tournament season. But I even during like our regular games, like our Cal game last week, I was also looking around. I was like, my heart is racing. I have no reason to be like that scared, but like even little games.
But I like when our coach yells at us. I mean,
same.
Because I don't know. That's when you gotta like step it up.
Yeah.
When she yells.
So do you, Molly, have to settle down Hannah sometimes and be like, "Will you breathe, please?"
Yeah. I mean,
she hyped me up.
I hype her up. I think I hype the team up.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's.
And then bring them back down to a calm level. Or?
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go. But also, it's gonna be fine.
That is too funny. What's the if? Obviously, the teams that might be standing in your way. I'm sure you have already kind of got a good feeling on that. What would it mean to make another deep run and, I don't know, maybe go all the way? Obviously, you don't take that for granted, but
Yeah.
That'd be unreal. I mean, it's our senior year, so I wanna.
We've gotten so close that.
is there that aspect of like senior year where even in like practice this time of year, you just want to like soak up every minute of it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sure.
I don't know. You were both pretty thrilled to have the day off today.
I mean, we're all like, we've been like beaten with these. Like we've had, this is the most games we've had in a regular season this season. We have 20 regular season games this year. So that means 3 games almost every week, which is just constant. Like we're getting sore.
A lot of ice baths.
Yeah.
I completely get it. All right, you guys got another 5 minutes in you. Take one more quick break and we'll finish strong here. Flies by, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to the beach today anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I'm good.
It has officially gotten dark out there as we are in a thunderstorm warning here in, most of Massachusetts, including Newburyport. I think it's going to get pretty ugly here. We'll try to get home, maybe, girls, before this happens. It's looks stormy and windy and maybe some hail and all that stuff on the way.
Nice.
So I didn't mean to scare you. Sorry. I thought you watched the weather. But we'll finish up here with these two Newburyport Clippers, Hannah Schilling and Molly Rose Kearney, in just a moment. Lily Doucette producing the radio side, David Kramer on the TV side. Hello to everybody on the YouTube stream as well. Thank you for joining us. My name is Drew Moholland. Keep it here, Joppa Radio Afternoon Drive. All right, welcome back to Afternoon Drive here on Joppa Radio. My name is Drew Moholland, and it is getting cloudy, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a storm here in Newburyport this afternoon. There's a man doing yard work outside the studio. Can you see him on that camera? I don't know if you can, but there he is.
He better get out of there.
Yes, the girls are scared for him. They would like him to leave. But it's and be safe out there in the storm. I'm not sure how bad it's going to be. Might not be bad at all. I don't know. I am not a weatherman. But we are joined here by 2 excellent lacrosse players. I'm looking at my sheet. I'm like left, right again. Don't screw it up. Hannah Schilling, Molly Rose Kearney, and you two just were telling me you have a game versus Bishop Fenwick coming up tomorrow. What is your pitch to have like fans come out to see your final games? It doesn't have to be tomorrow.
I get it.
We have our senior night Friday, which will be
Friday is the game you'd like for people to come to. Okay.
That's like the seniors, like it's our third to last
game.
No, we have 2 more home games after that one.
Oh.
We're just doing
I'm
it.
not good at that.
But
So Friday, come out and see the girls. Senior night.
They're pretty good.
It's going to be quite a set. You've been hit by the microphone. That is a first here. Going to check that off. Molly Rose Kearney, first person ever hit by the microphone. Any injuries? We don't need any injuries.
No,
You missed the Bishop Fenwick game last year. That had nothing to do with them this year, I should say, earlier this year.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with the microphone or anything, right?
No.
Okay, different kind of injury.
Yes.
Are you clumsy?
No.
No.
Not
Okay.
during lacrosse.
Not during lacrosse or anything else. Yeah.
Only on the radio. Yes, very good. All right. So senior night, Friday night. Who's that against?
Exeter.
Exeter. All right. So that'll be a long ceremony. 10 of you girls.
Yeah.
That should be exciting. Very fun. All right. So get out and see the girls. Friday night. Game time is
5:30.
30. Yes.
okay. Is that under the late? Not under the lights this time of year, right? Are there even lights there?
Yeah.
There are.
There
yes.
are lights. Okay.
There are.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. There wasn't initially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Friday night, 5:30, go support the Newburyport Clippers girls lacrosse team on senior night. And then, well, you'll be reading about it in the papers and all that. They'll have their tournament run, and that should be fun. So let's do rapid fire here. And I like this when we have two fun guests like you two, especially two that like each other. And I can tell that you do a lot of close team here. So let's do this. Ready? I'll ask you quick questions. You have to answer like right away. No, thank you.
Oh God. Okay. I'm not good at these questions.
And Hannah, you're the stressed out one?
It goes both ways.
Okay.
She'll come up to me, I calm her down. She comes up to me, calms me down. It's a two-way street.
All right, so that's Hannah talking. Just to clarify, Hannah Schilling, Molly Rose Kearney next to her. So we'll start my left to right with Hannah. We'll go so immediate answers, no thinking.
Here we go.
All right.
Oh, we're going left to right, so we both gotta be ready for
Yeah,
this.
just both be ready.
Just keep it there.
Just stay close to you. Yeah, there you go. All right, so favorite meal.
Spaghetti.
Pizza. It's not actually. That was just the first thing that came up.
What, you lied?
It came up.
You lied on the first
Mac and
question.
cheese.
No.
Oh my God. I have so many. I love food.
I don't think we understand the concept of the game here. Well, Molly, this could be an interesting rapid fire round. Well,
Okay, yeah.
What was the final answer?
Steak.
It was
That is your favorite.
It was steak.
I love steak.
You named like
He
6
loves
Italian dishes and then said steak.
Steak.
Okay. Interesting. Very good. All right, maybe we should start with you this time, Molly. Let's do that. Molly, you first.
Okay.
Favorite class?
Biology, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Same with me, biology.
Biology. Hannah, you. Favorite teacher?
My AP environmental teacher, Mrs. Hobbs.
Mrs. Hobbs.
She's mine too, Miss Hobbs. Aquaponics.
You're exactly the same person. Favorite sport that is not lacrosse?
Hockey. I don't play, but I like watching it.
Okay. Ice hockey or field hockey?
Ice hockey.
Okay.
Mine's also ice hockey and football. I can't do this.
You're doing fine. Kind of. Not really. It's very bad. But no, you're doing fine. Favorite like season of the year? 4 seasons.
Summer.
Not spring.
Wait, are we supposed to answer at the same time?
Well, we knew that
Yeah,
was me
it
to
kind of
say
worked
it.
when it's impulsive like that. Not spring. Lacrosse season.
Oh, true.
I mean, I like lacrosse the most, but
I have summer.
Yeah, we played. It's all year. It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Go to the beach and all that stuff. I actually ran out of questions. That's all I had. It was fun. I think you were just getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
I was like, I got it, you know?
I was like ready to go.
Yes. Molly, you were a bit of a train wreck at the beginning, but it actually kind of worked out at the end. It was good. Yeah, I'm trying to think of one question. What else can I ask? Final couple of seconds here. Favorite... Nah, I'm not going to try to do this on the fly. I'll make a fool out of myself. So what do you say to the... Great question for seniors who are leaders on the Clippers lacrosse team. Again, Hannah Schilling, Molly Rose Kearney. We'll end with this because I think it's a good one to end with. The elementary school, middle school girl that wants to like be you someday. Big stars in the lacrosse team.
Oh, you first.
What would you tell them for advice? How do you get here?
Wow. I don't know.
I think just like stay committed to it. In middle school, I don't know if this is the same as how it was when we were there, but they would like split teams up, and a lot of girls stopped playing because you wouldn't be like with your friends. But I think playing with people who may be better than you or like aren't your best friends make you honestly like much better player because you kind of like learn to support yourself and play as like a really strong player.
Yeah, and always be positive and like
sure.
practice. Always do wall ball. It's always good. Just
And guess what wall ball is? It's just throwing it against the wall.
throwing it against the wall.
Yeah, it's a lot of personal.
Left, right.
Like you gotta.
It's all. You can't have someone do it for you. Someone can't force you to, do what you. It's all yourself. You gotta motivate yourself too.
And what's the best bit of advice you ever got from like a coach or a parent or?
I don't know. Our coach always says, play for your team, not just yourself. So,
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good one. You dug deep on that one.
Yeah.
Molly Rose Kearney. Hannah, you can't steal that one.
Yeah, I won't steal that one. But Molly, like my freshman year, Molly was like our star freshman. It was insane. But I was like a little nervous freshman. She would always come up and be like, "You know the player you are. Just play like you know you can. You'll be okay."
Oh, that's very sweet.
Yeah.
So
Then there
my
be
hype
some
man.
motivation things that I would say. I can't say them on here.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Yeah. Well, girls, that was fun. It flies by, as I told you. Very fast hour. Thank you so much for coming by. That was great.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Spending your off day here on the radio. That's not too bad, right?
Yeah,
who can stay if you want? Hannah Schilling, Molly Rose Kearney. Go check them out. They have a game tomorrow, but Friday night is senior night, 5:30. For Everett? No, not Everett.
Exeter, yeah.
Same
Never
first letter, yes. Friday night, go check them out, and of course, you can expect them to make a fun tournament run like they did last year as well. They're really good. They don't lose.
Okay.
They don't lose very often, and or at all for that matter. So hopefully they can keep doing that throughout the tournament. Big thanks to David Kramer on the TV side. Thank you everybody for tuning in on the TV side and on the YouTube channel as well. Lily Dissette on the radio producer side, and Sarah Hayden, the boss over here. So my name is Drew Moholland. This has been Afternoon Drive. Again, thank you to Molly Rose Kearney and Hannah Schilling, Newburyport Clippers lacrosse seniors, star players. Very exciting. Go check them out here down the stretch. And good luck to these girls in the state tournament once that kicks off very soon. And good luck to you girls in wherever your future paths take you. Maybe we'll do this again sometime.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Thanks, girls. All right, we'll see you guys Thursday. New guest. Not sure who it is at the moment, but we'll figure it out by Thursday. Stay safe through the storm that's coming in here. My name is Drew Moholland. This has been Afternoon Drive on WJOP Radio.